All right, I've been asked to do a couple of videos to kind of show my processing of fleshing and getting a fur bearer prepared to put on a board, to dry out and sell. So with that, what I was going to go over with a couple things here, some important tools and things before we even get started. The most important thing that you're probably going to need to start your fleshing process is your fleshing beam here. As you can see, this is just pretty much a plain 2x6 white pine that I got at Home Depot or Lowe's. I shaved it down and rounded the edges out on all the sides. It's very important that when you have a fleshing beam, it's very smooth. There's no uneven ridges, knots, bumps, high spots, anything like that. My tools are falling over. You match it kind of to your fleshing knife. Each one is a little bit different. I've got a couple here that I'll show you. They're pretty cheap. This one I think was maybe 20 bucks. This one is substantially more expensive. It was about $65, $70. One that I actually have really taken a liking to in the last few years. It's made by Necker, N-E-C-K-E-R, and you can get them from most trap line supply stores, and it's a pretty good knife. There's a couple other good brands that I like, but this one is really good. This one is a slightly cheaper one. I've sharpened this one quite a bit, so it's good for taking down bears, beavers, things like that have a very tough hide, wolverines. This Necker is not sharp. It has an edge, but it's not a very sharp edge. I can run my finger down it all day long, no problem. This one, quite a bit different. But this knife kind of matches my board here. You can't see it probably very well in the video, but if you look right down along this knife, it lays perfectly flat against the board, and it's got quite a curve in it. So that same curve matches my board here, so when I'm pulling my flesh down, it'll glide right along and not catch any bumps. The other very important thing that we'll need to get started is a knife. I use my Havalon pretty extensively. It's really good for the fine details on the face, the feet, and just an all-around pretty good knife. I will caution you, there are many razor blades that are extremely sharp, so I don't like to use the brand new blade when I'm taking an animal down. I like to have it a little bit duller than what they come out of the package. It keeps me from making holes or anything real terrible. This is a very handy tool as well. This is just a fur comb, 15 bucks or so, made in America. And this will help keep your fur looking real nice after you get it all cleaned out and put up. And probably lastly is this apron. It's just a cheap plastic apron. Again, trap and supply store. This will keep all the gunk off you. And you look like maybe you could be in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But these are really handy, super cheap, and very necessary for when you're fleshing, because when we're fleshing, we're going to be back here. We're going to be leaning over on this board, and some of that stuff is going to be making contact with us, and it'll keep it from getting on our clothes. So we're going to start. I've got a Fox hanging up over here. I'll take you along with me and kind of take you around the corner here. I got a Fox hanging up that I took down yesterday. He's not quite ready to start fleshing, but he is ready for me to start taking his feet out. So we're gonna show you how to take a foot out.